Victor Scroggins decided that he wanted to make the bond between father and daughter extremely public, and so why not tattoo it on his daughter? So he allegedly tattooed the words "Daddy's Girl" on his 14-year-old daughter's wrist.
In addition to tattooing Daddy's Girl, he also included the logo for his arms company, Browning.
I mean, you want to do a bit of advertising. That's viral marketing right there.
Why is it that
on face alone
the dumbest people in this country are breeding?
Yeah, exactly. And apparently are buying tattoo machines, perhaps on eBay. Now, he was arrested. Let's see, tattoo of a minor is one of the charges, child neglect, and not having a required certificate. I didn't know that charged with tattoo of a minor was something real. I was actually having a talk with our director, Tim Frisch. Do you think that parents should be allowed to tattoo their children without a certificate?
No.
What do you think the age should be?
18.
18, not even 16 or anything like that?
A tattoo is not a joke. I mean, look, I get it. With parents, you know, you should have as much freedom as possible when it comes to raising your kids, but you shouldn't make a decision to tattoo your child.
Yeah.
No, it's a horrible idea.
Because it's not her decision.
It's not her decision, and even if it is her decision prior to her turning 18, it's a bad decision. She should be an adult if she makes the decision to do something permanent to her body.
Yeah.
So that's my take on that. Now, I know people are probably like, oh, you're a hypocrite because you're in favor of like young people getting plastic surgery. But we talked about that before, and of course that's a permanent change that you make to your body. But I'm only supportive of that if you're under the age of 18 and you have some sort of deformity. Right,
and the ear taping
with the
and
ear.
Stuff like
so
that.
That's the first thing that comes to my mind. That young girl who got her ears taped back or whatever it is. But when it comes to tattoos, no, it's a bad idea. It's so stupid. Don't do that to a minor.
And look, I want to be honest. I don't know this guy. I don't know what goes on in his brain. But Daddy's Girl on a wrist, that makes me want to investigate him a little bit more, because that has obviously a sort of pseudo-sexual connotation to it. I mean, it's already bizarre and creepy without the sexual stuff, but I would worry about that. I would probably want to talk to the daughter, not me personally, but the cops. I don't want to sound like the typical liberal who believes that the government should be butting in every part of a person's life, and I also understand that these stories come up on like Huffington Post Weird News, BuzzFeed, and stuff like that, and at the same time, millions of people are raising their children and not doing crazy stuff. But I wonder if perhaps we should do more to train people in how to rear children. What's a good decision, a bad decision for parents to make?
I don't know if training them is the right word, but I definitely think it's important to really criticize our reproductive culture, because we have this culture here where if you make the decision to not have kids, you're looked at as some radical weirdo. And you know, we're constantly told reproduce, reproduce, reproduce. In fact, we did a point episode on this. So I think it's better to give people as much information as possible about what it's like to be a parent and how it's challenging. Of course, everyone knows it's challenging, but do people really know how challenging it is before they have kids? I mean, when you think about the average cost of having a child, which is around $250,000 to $300,000 per child before they're 18.
Yeah.
Wow, do people know that? You know, that's information that we should let them know so they can make informed decisions. But then again, with people like Victor Scroggins, I don't know if he's actually going to utilize that information.
No. Poor Scroggins.
Poor Scroggins.